For a second there, I forgot. For a second there, I forgot. I thought I didn't turn on the audio, but it turns out that I actually did. So thank God. All right, let me actually turn that down.
This is good.
There we go. I think 20 should be good. There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, so I'm Red Rex, and welcome back to another Triangle Strategy Hopes video. This is going to be number 4, so in case you guys aren't aware, this is a video series or podcast that me and Alex are doing, and that's before the game actually releases, that we're going to be giving our 5 hopes from number 5 to number 1 of what we're hoping to see in the game when we actually go to play it. This is going to be, like, we're going to make sure we get all these videos out before the game releases, and, we recently released a video where we, just looked over the, game's, like, main, like...
It's like main page on Nintendo.
Yeah, main page on Nintendo's website, so I don't know if that's I mean, to be fair, though, like, it might actually, like, affect my opinion of the game a little bit, but... I don't think it was really anything major that's gonna change my opinion of the game. I'm still looking forward to this game.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's mainly just a bit more like clarifications on a few things, but also just like, hey, look, here's like actually like a better place to like find some stuff about, like good information about it. You can just look it up.
And it also gave us some information about a decision about the game early on, and a little bit about Gila and Anna.
Yeah, now we know exactly which path we have to go, at least for one decision.
Yes. If you guys go and see the webpage, you'll understand who we're going for.
You've only said it like 10 times.
Yeah. Hey, blame Nintendo.
Each trailer.
Blame Nintendo, okay?
For what? Making the guy?
No, making that webpage. Or spoiling that decision. So, but yeah, anyway, but that's another video. If you guys want to go and see it, then I guess I'll link it in the description, because this video will actually come out tomorrow, the day of we're recording this.
Yep. No, it's pretty much just right after.
So, yeah, we're just gonna get into this. So this is our 5 hopes with number 4 coming into play right now. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So, my number 4 hope for the game is... let me see, I have it right down here in my notes, yes, the story.
I actually have notes? Oh, shit.
Yes, I actually wrote down, like, my 4 hopes, and I actually have some notes.
I feel silly.
Well, I mean, you're, like, that's what, well, I mean, I don't...
It's just in my head, honestly. So,
well, still, I'm not like you, so I need to, like, you know, write down some notes here and there.
This is true. You're not as spontaneous. You actually like to plan things.
Yeah.
A smart person.
Yes, I like to plan. Yes, that's why I have like a daily planner, didn't you know?
It's not a bad... Yeah, I do. It's not a bad thing to have at all.
So yeah, my hope for... My number 4... My hope, which is number 4 for Triangle Strategy, is the story.
Would you like to elaborate?
Yes. Yes, I'm planning on doing that. So what I mean by the story is that I really want so as you saw with my number 5 hope, which was the characters, and really hoping they have deep, intricate backstories and, you know, good characterization with them, is that I want this to also play into the stories. And because if the character, like, I think we even mentioned this when we were talking about Sereno and the characters, if the characters aren't good, then the story is also not going to be good as well.
Yeah.
And so that's why I want this story to be very, like, suspenseful, dramatic, really be like this, like, big epic, like, narrative. And, like, I want to see, like, this to be, like, I've already seen, like, people saying, like, this is gonna be, like, the next Game of Thrones, that this is gonna be, like...
It does give me those kinds of vibes, honestly.
Yeah, and I can relate...
politics.
Like, very, like, soap opera dramatic story. Like, I do want that as well, and I'm hoping that this game will give me just that. But I'm also...
it's on track to do that. I hope, at least.
What did you say?
I said I think it's on track to do that. I mean, I hope. But based on, like, the trailers and just the kind of vibe that, like, everything gives off, even down to the art style, it does feel that way.
Well, I mean, not when you say art style, you don't mean this HD 2D pixel art style.
I I don't, but not really. It's more of just like, I guess the style of like the setting, I should say. The setting really gives that to me.
Yeah.
But also the music choice. I think that some of the music that they've had, like, it's really like dramatic and sometimes even tragic, and it's just like, I think that, but also like it's got this kind of power and just fucking, I don't know. I think that it would lend itself really well to just more operatic and dramatic story, if anything.
The music, I have to say though, I feel like none of it has been very like sad or anything. Most of the music I feel like has just been either getting me pumped up, or it's either just like it's just like powerful. But none of the songs that we've heard so far give me this like sad, tragic vibe from the game.
We'll get there.
Like,
probably.
the only thing sad I've seen is that we've seen Roland's dad die in like one
Maxwell,
scene.
no.
And Maxwell as well. Well, we don't know if he's dead yet, but he's probably dead.
Maxwell's mask, no.
Yeah, like that's it. Like,
and his hat.
3 deaths. That's all we've seen.
Yeah.
Well, 2, but and like one, and like one being told to us.
Let's say 3 for now.
Okay, 3. No, no, he is dead though. Like the father is dead.
No, I know Dad's dead.
We just haven't seen. We don't
see
see him die though.
Well, we don't see him die. We do see him get executed though. His son did die though, and Roland's brother.
Oh yeah, he's dead. Like he
is bleeding out on the floor. He's dead as shit.
Yeah. But that's what I'm hoping for the game, like having a very like suspenseful like story, because that's why I put the characters at number 5 in the story following up, because the characters, I feel like they make up the story, because if there's no characters, then like what's the plot?
This is true. I think that it goes both ways, because in order to have, I think it's more so that way, where it's like, to have a good plot, you do need good characters, because if there are no good characters, there's no like good plot.
Yeah. Otherwise,
I do think that with, are we gonna say a Fates reference? It's like, otherwise you're gonna get Fates.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
I was gonna say like Birthright.
Yeah, but and now actually here's what I'm gonna contrast that. Even if there isn't a good story, there can still be good characters. Though it does sometimes make the characters worse because of the things that they're doing in the story, and that's like Conquest, where the story. Whew.
Less said, the better.
Yeah, let's just keep that silent. But
okay.
The characters, some of them are actually really solid. Like, I genuinely think that the support writing for like Xander, Camilla, like all of the Royals, really solid.
Yeah, the
like,
support in Fates is amazing, but it's like the story itself sucks.
But the story makes them stupid.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really worried about. Like, I could definitely see the worry with that, because that's just an easy thing to happen, where if the story isn't good, no matter how good the character is, they can be kind of ruined just because of like shitty actions they do in the story, where it's like, alright, this doesn't make sense for their character, or it's like, why would they do this?
Yeah, and that's why I want this, that's why my hope is higher for the story, and the characters get in slot number 5.
That's fair.
And yeah, that's all I have to really say, because like, again, but the thing is, the reason why my hope is more sure compared to my character's one is because there's not a lot to go off of from the story, because we don't have a lot of context though.
Yeah, there's a lot more to go off of in terms of characters, but
still, like, I was still able to make that like a 55-minute episode.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, though, like, all we know about the story is that there was a war, it happened, now another war is about to break. Like, that's it.
Again.
That's all we got. Like, that's all, like, if you want the simplistic version, that's basically it.
Big war, bad. War done. Bigger war. War also bad. War not done.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about, like, my number 4 host. I promise my other hosts will be more longer than this one, but that's all I have to say. So, yeah, now, Alex, now you get your turn. So what's your number 4 hope for Triangle Strategy?
My number 4 hope is actually, I'm going to change it up a little bit. It's more of a gameplay hope, and based on what we've seen so far, doesn't seem likely, but I do hope that towards the end of, like, the class progression, I hope we get split classes, or like just there's I want to make that a little broader. I want there to be customization, like a good amount of customization that you could do with characters, because it seems to be that,
Static?
and well, not just that, but different. It seems to me that, and I'm sorry, but I am going to pull from Fire Emblem again, as we are wont to do.
Oh.
But the thing is that with the progression of each of these like units, it seems like they're falling into the same kind of like category and like way of progressing as older Fire Emblem characters do, where it's like they're more specialist based with each of them. They each have like a specific kind of role and thing that they can do, where it's like Benedict can buff up your party and just like do all these like cool supportive things. You know, Eridor is going to be like a tank. It's what he fucking does. You know, Duetta's going to be there for mobility, but also like range utility, and like she can get to those higher places like faster and like more easily. That way she can make use of that range a little better too. And you know, like there's all of these, like as they progress, they're going to get better at these specific things rather than like everything at once.
Yeah, like I would like to see, like I can understand, like you want them to like not just you want them to do that, but also you want them to like be able to do other things like as well.
I don't want it to be where it's like they can just everybody can be a generalist and like do everything, whatever you want, like Three Houses is. And to an extent, you know, Fates and Awakening as well. We started there, but really went in with Three Houses where you can then just make it everybody the same thing, just whatever you want. So for each unit, it doesn't matter as much who they are as much as it is like what you're doing for them. And if you're doing the same thing, then it doesn't particularly matter. Their individuality gets lost. Whereas, like, instead have it where, yeah, not everybody can be the same class. That's stupid. Instead, make it where it's like you all have your individual classes, but you can like maybe split branch or something, and it's like maybe Eridor could turn into like that other motherfucker, where it's like he could either be like an improved, bulkier, like shield warrior, or lose a bit of bulk, get a Griffin. It's cool. He still maintains some of that bulk, but he also gets some mobility to back him up.
Oh yeah, dude, I understand,
Like,
but I understand that completely. Like currently, right now, I'm playing Fates Revelations. Yes, I hate myself too. And right now, like I'm having this tough time on one of these maps or one of these paralogs, and I'm like torn between. And right now, like I'm using a perfect example, Benny, where what?
I see where this is going.
What'd you say?
I said, like, I see where this is going.
Yeah, like, and there's, like, this tough part of the map, but none of my units can make it there, and none of them are tanky enough, so I have to decide, okay, so do I want Benny to be a Great Knight and have good tanking ability, or do I want him to have the same move as he was before, but have better bulk?
It is a good question, and I think that, like, with these decisions that you make, and especially, like, it works out with a game where it's, like, your choices really matter. And it shows that, yeah, your choices matter in terms of, like, the story. They also matter in terms of gameplay, obviously, with, like, just the strategy portion. It makes sense. But also, I think that your choices should matter, and it would be totally appropriate, even. They should matter on how you grow your units. You shouldn't be locked into, like, one specific way of doing it.
I do think...
Because that would, like... I think that adding that extra customization would add a lot to the replay value, which the story already does. But gameplay-wise, if they don't do that, then the only thing you really be replaying it for, aside from the story, would be new characters that you would get on like a different path or something, or like a different decision. That's about it.
Yeah, I feel like there should be, because they say over 20 characters. I feel like that we should get like branch promotions, though.
You would think. And I'm not sure, because like, it could be that it's the final promotion as a branch. I have no idea.
Neither do I.
It would be really cool. That being said, we haven't seen anything to confirm or deny that, but we really haven't seen anything to confirm that. We've seen people promote, like we saw Benedict promote earlier in the Benedict trailer, and he went from, I think, a tactician to a strategist?
Yes.
And I think that was a tier 1 to a tier 2, and it seems to suggest that there's up to tier 3 promotions.
Yes.
So, I'm honestly not sure. It'd be cool, but that is just my hope. That's what it is. It's not a guess. It's not and oh, I think this is going to happen based on this. I just want it.
Yeah, like, I understand where you're coming from, because, like, if all I'm replaying the game for is just, like, different story outcomes, and also to just, like, and just to get new characters, then I feel like this is going to be an underrated game that just feels like it's took that, in terms of being a JRPG, it took one step forward and, like, 2 to 3 steps back.
Yeah, because with that, it's like, yeah, you'd be doing it for the story, and it's like you're refocusing on that, and that improves, and then you get that replay value for that, but you don't get it for anything else. So then the game feels kind of hollow when you're just going through the motions, especially for times when it's like, all right, there's no real decision to make. Now it's just like say for instance, like it's going to be the same in like this instance no matter what.
Yeah, like, I want, like, new, like, don't get me wrong, like, the characters I feel like are definitely going to be, like, good for, like, unit, but it's just that, like, if all I'm getting is, like, new classes, I would like to, because then that means that basically I'm just going to do the same things in terms of, like, promotion and weapon upgrades the same way, like, when I play the game. Like, I'm hoping that there's, like, branch
Your
promotions.
gameplay isn't going to be any different.
Yeah.
And that would sound sick.
Like, my units are not going to change at all.
I will say that due to the fact that we seem to have more units than we do deployment slots, and there doesn't seem to be anything suggesting permadeath at all, that does mean that we could swap units out, and, you know, we won't be able to use every unit in a single playthrough. And obviously that also goes for, like, hey, you're not going to be able to use every single unit because you need to do multiple playthroughs to get different units. So that's good, but I still think that that's not really enough. It's only because, like, that would only add, like, an extra playthrough to, and worst case, it's like, are you really going to go through an entire new playthrough just to play with, like, one new unit?
Mm-hmm. Because,
which, I mean,
like,
I might.
That would be a lot of work, though.
It would, that's the thing. Especially for a JRPG. And it's like, a turn-based RPG is fucking long. like, it takes a while. It's a time sink.
Yeah.
So, with that, it's like, we're making dedication here.
And that brings up the time. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Team Asano is aiming for this game to be approximately 50 hours long.
That's pretty solid, honestly. That's the path one.
That's the time that they shoot for with most of their games.
That's fair. I think that works.
But the thing is, though, we don't know if that's just like one route. If that's just like one, like.
I would assume that would be one route, honestly.
Yeah.
That's my genuine assumption. Because with the amount of cutscenes that there will be, and it's like, people are going to be talking for a while, it's going to be it's going to be a very, like, dialogue-heavy game. And
I'm pretty sure we're going to be making it even longer because we're going to be having mock battles, we're going to be, like...
Yes.
Like, this is going to be a long playthrough, that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yes it will. That's without a fucking doubt. But I think it'll be, like, a good length.
Yeah.
Unless you fuck up a lot and then it becomes way too long, it's like... Ooh.
No, I promise to play good when this game comes out.
Don't worry, I'll be here.
Thank you.
I might be half asleep, but I'll be here.
Oh, I hope you're not.
I will be on my fucking edge of my ass just to see it.
Like, I want to, like, make a good example. The thing is, though, like, it seems like from the videos that we've seen that most of the characters are, I don't want to, like, you know, burst your bubble or, like, you know, rain down destruction on your hope, but it seems like with most of the characters that their promotions are static, though.
That's what it feels like, where it's like minor changes, and also with the stat gains that they would get from it, it does seem to show that as well, only because along with, like, all the other ways that you could, like, boost your unit stats with equipment, with, like, literally just training them, like, in terms of level, but also in terms of, like, using items and stuff to make them stronger and, like, give them new abilities and stuff and just boost their stats, like
I don't think we're gonna, I mean, the way it's setting up, I don't think we're gonna have enough deployment slots for every single unit.
Oh no, we won't. Like, we didn't even for those battles that were in the demo.
No, we did.
So, no, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. Do you want me to make a new game? I can show you this right now.
I did not remember that. Like, I thought that it was like...
I will show you this right now. I'll skip the story and just show you. Oh wait, I forgot these horrendous loading screens. Alright, well, we wait on that.
But no, I really do... I think that we were like one unit short or something.
No, I'm pretty sure we...
Let me see if I remember correctly. We used Roland. We used Eridor. We used
Sarah Noah.
Aeronaut. I would hope so. Let me go through it. We used Serenoa, Benedict, Anna, Huette, Eridor, Gila, Corentin. Did we use Frederica?
Yes.
Okay, Frederica, Roland. Yeah, I think we had everybody. We might have had everybody, gonna be honest. There's a solid chance. But that is wild. Alright, maybe I was wrong. Wait a minute, you can't just like...
No, you can't skip this. You have to actually fast forward.
Fuck!
Don't worry, we'll get through this. Thank God there's a fast forward option.
No. So much talking, I forgot. But it makes sense, but there's so much talking. Argue, argue, argue.
Can you imagine just play the game like this?
Yeah. We can't go into battle yet. You wanna know why? Because we gotta talk to people first.
Alright, so let me see. No, I'm not gonna check on everyone. Conclude the exploration.
Conclude the exploration.
There we go. Curses.
Curses. I do believe you are correct though.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
it honestly seems like we had enough room for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we didn't. I thought it was like 12, and like we didn't have enough for like 10.
I think it was 10 that we had for this map actually.
I genuinely don't know. But also, to add to that, is like we get 2 more people after this, so then it's like, you know. Fucking.
Like, let me see.
Do we still have 10 for the next battle, or is it 12 then? Like, what happens?
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, we're gonna, like, each map is, like, gonna have, like, different, like, amounts of deployment slots. Like, it's not gonna be the same. Like, we're gonna have to, like, choose which units we actually want.
I would assume so. Or it could be, like, Shells of Valencia, where it's like, you just bring everybody.
I hope it's not. That's something I didn't like about Shells of Valencia.
I did like it only because
really?
It was good. It was good because you could train everybody technically, but it was bad because each turn felt like a fucking hour.
No, it just felt like I had to evenly distribute my experience, and I don't like doing that.
Yeah, I noticed. I definitely noticed that.
And yeah, see, we can bring 9 out of 9 units.
We only had 9. Oh shit.
Yeah, I thought we actually had more.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Anna, Gila, Frederica, Granton, Hewitt, Eridor. Is this seriously all we have?
Yeah, only 9. I mean, we have Maxwell, but he's not ours.
Do we though?
Technically, in a way, yeah.
Somewhat.
Yeah. Oh my god, I suck. So we're not gonna be able to get this guy.
It would suck if we didn't, honestly. He looks cool as fuck.
Yeah, seriously, they do all this artwork. He wears the mask. Like, come on.
I cannot wait to see him without the mask. He's gonna be so goddamn hot, and I'm gonna be foaming at the mouth. And it's like, oh, well, this sucks.
Yeah.
That's just dead.
Oh, he was. Oh, okay. So Corentin here is called a Scholars, but in the final version, he's gonna be called.
Well,
yeah. I mean, it makes sense. If Federica's class got changed from Conjurer to Pyromancer, it makes sense. What?
It's got Conjurer wrong.
Wait, what the hell? Wait, what?
It's Conjurer's... Well, actually, I guess you could have Conjurer with an O, like with 2 O's instead of an O and an E. But, like, Conjurer, Conjuror... Like,
yeah, I think that... Yeah, that seems like a typo.
It looks like a typo, but honestly, if they have it like Cryomancer, then...
Cryomancer?
Yeah, Cryomancer. Like... You know, Scalor.
Scalor.
Like Pyromancer, it's like Conjurer. Like if they have it like that, then okay. But if not, then they really did just make a fucking typo. Doesn't matter.
I mean, like. But yeah, like these are all.
We've gone horrendously off topic. We're now starting the battle.
Let me get back to the title screen.
The gate to the
oh my god! Enough with the talking, please.
Well, they gotta tell you how to actually do a fucking battle.
Yeah, I know that, but oh my god.
Yeah, well...
Jesus!
I don't know what to tell you.
Your orders?
No, I don't... Can I not get out of here?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay, there... wait, what? Is there no way to go to the tile screen?
Oops!
Fuck! Alright. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for this video.
I think so.
Yeah. Join us next time when we have more hosts for Triangle Strategy. See y'all soon. Bye.
Like a way to get to the tile screen.